I'm so excited for today's video. I hope the lighting is okay. I'm sorry, I can't really help it. I use natural lighting and it's been overcast for the past like month now. So anyways, today I'm doing my very first dupes video and I asked you guys on Facebook if you wanted me to do it. I am in no way an expert, I'm just putting that out there. I've never done one of these videos before. I don't really own too many high-end products, but for what I do own, if you guys would like to see some alternatives, maybe this will help you guys out. I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and jump right in because I have a lot of dupes. So the first dupe, I'm so excited. This is what initially started this whole frenzy of me wanting to do this video. I found a dupe for the Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. This is the Aqualillies Tarte palette, and this has the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Matte Bronzer, waterproof. That's what it looks like. And I was actually online getting ready to purchase the full size because I love this bronzer. It's probably the best one I've ever used because it's great for fair skin. This right here is the Flower Beauty Blush and Bronzer Duo. This is in the shade Gloriously Golden. And it comes with two different products. You get a blush on one end and then the bronzer. And the bronzer is matte. There is sometimes when you look at it, you can see tiny, tiny specks, but it is completely matte when you swatch it on your hand. So, side by side. So, when you see them in the pans, they look identical. So, this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Park Avenue Princess Matte Bronzer, and this is the Flower Beauty one. Completely identical. I cannot tell the difference. The finish is the same. The texture is the same. They both blend beautifully, and I have to say I am so impressed with the flower line from Drew Barrymore. These are $10 a piece, very affordable, great formula. These are amazing. Highly recommend you check it out. Alright, moving on to a highlighter. This is always raved about on YouTube. It's from the Balm. It's the Mary Luminizer, and this is a gorgeous highlighter. Really, really pretty. Love it. It's like that nice champagne, pretty color. I actually found a dupe for this, and it is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearl. And if you apply this damp, like with a damp brush or whatever, it is the exact same thing. So this right here is the Mary Luminizer, and this is the e.l.f. one. So as you can tell, the finish is the same. If anything, the Mary Luminizer has a little bit more beige tone to it. I believe the highlighter in here is called Captivating. I'll put it down below. But this again has that same kind of finish. It does have that sort of beigey tone. So that is the Tarte one. As you can tell, they all look the same. They all have that same nice finish, very pigmented and smooth. So this e.l.f. Little Baked Highlighter is a great dupe for the Tarte highlighter from the Aqualillies palette, the Captivating one. And for the Mary Luminizer, so I was so pleased with that. Definitely check these out. These are only $3, you guys. So I don't own too many lip high-end products, but I do own one of these Stila long-wearing lip colors. I did find close to a dupe. It's not exact, but I thought I would throw it in here just in case. So these retail for around like, I don't know, 18 to 20 something. You know, they're pretty pricey. They come in just a jumbo pencil form like this, and you can twist them up. They are retractable. The dupe for this that I found is from e.l.f. eyeslipsfacedotcom, and it's their matte lip color sticks. Same sort of packaging. It twists up. It's retractable. This is in the color Praline. So that is the Stila, and then that is the e.l.f. one. Very similar. The only difference, I think there's a little bit more red tone to the Stila one, and then the other one obviously is matte. There's only $3, so it's a huge difference compared to the Stila ones. And if you want to save some money, the e.l.f. matte ones are great. There's also a sharpener at the bottom, which I just discovered. Hello, what rock have I been living under? So I did find one blush dupe. Now, you all know I've fallen recently in love with Tarte products, and I only own one Tarte blush, but this one's called Fearless, and I believe this is limited edition. I'm not 100% sure. These are just so beautiful. This is a bright pink color, and there is some shimmer in this blush, but it's a beautiful baby doll pink. So this is one of these studio blushes, powder blushes in Fuchsia Fusion, and I have to say, you guys, this is an exact dupe. So that's what they look like in the pans side by side. The only difference I would say is that the e.l.f. one has a little bit more of a purple undertone. Okay, so the top one is the e.l.f. blush and the Tarte one is at the bottom. They look so identical and similar, it's crazy. And they both have that nice sparkle to it, because I love these Tarte blushes, but they really are expensive. They're around $26 to $30 a piece. The e.l.f. Studio blushes are only $3, so I thought this was a really great dupe, and I'm just so excited about this one. Alright, so the rest is all eyeshadows. So first up I have this little Stila duo set, and I don't think they sell this anymore. I got this a while back on Hot Look. They were having a sale, and a lot of stuff they had on there were like, I think discontinued and not stuff that's new. This came in a kit with a mascara, and this is called the Mesmerize set. So you get the shade Carrot on this side and Bronze. Very pigmented, beautiful colors. The dupe for Carrot in this palette is another e.l.f. product. I know, it's the Studio Single Eyeshadow in Oatmeal. This is the e.l.f. one. It's actually more pigmented, which I was surprised. It has more of a yellow tone, and this is the Stila one. Alright, and then for Bronze, again, another e.l.f. Studio shadow. This one is called Coffee Bean. So this is the e.l.f. eyeshadow, and this is the Stila one. Same color, same sort of finish, and they each have that shimmer to it. This is the Nude palette from the Balm. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this. I'll just give you a quick view. So that's what the palette looks like. Really great palette to have. It does retail, I believe, for around $30 or $26. So I found a lot of similar shades in this palette right here. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's the BH Party Girl palette. This color Snobby looks just like this color right here, this sort of champagne color. So very similar, that's a dupe there. This gorgeous dark matte brown, it's called Sleek. Beautiful dark color. And the match for that one is this beautiful matte dark chocolate brown right here. And that's the same. Beautiful. Sophisticated. Looks like that. And the dupe for that is this beautiful color right here. Like pretty much dead on the same sort of color and finish. These are definitely pigmented. You do get some fallout, but you can build up the color. There's just so many dupes in here. You can get the same sort of look for a lot less. And this palette's only like $12 or $13. Alright, moving on. Moving on. So we all know that Urban Decay has really great eyeshadows. They're very pigmented and soft and creamy. I do have two Urban Decay palettes here. I have the Shadow Box, I believe it's called, Ultimate Shadow Box here, and this one is the Ammo palette. It's the revamped version with the skull on the front, which I love. And this has just really intense, bright colors. And let me just tell you what, these colors are so unique. I had a really hard time finding a dupe for them. I really wanted to find a dupe for Honey because it's such a unique color. It's not your typical gold. It has this really intense, like mustard yellow undertone to it. I mean, it is like in your face mustard gold. And I found a match for the shade Honey in this e.l.f. palette. I could not believe it. I'm like, what? No, this can't be happening. This is one of the newer ones that just came out, 2 new shades. And the dupe for the Honey shade is right here, baby. It's right here. Same finish, same that bright mustard yellow color. So this is from the e.l.f. Baked palette, and that is the Urban Decay in Honey. For Ransom, this beautiful, let me do a swatch here. Beautiful, shiny, almost like a duochrome purplish blue color right there. And it's also another e.l.f. Baked palette. This one is called Seattle. This is another one of the new colors. And it's this one right here. So that is the e.l.f. one, and that is the Urban Decay one. Unbelievable. There is the same finish, that same almost like duochrome purple and blue. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And for Graffiti, I have here the I Dream of Greeny trio from Wet n Wild, and this middle shade right here is a total dupe. Look at that. Ah, so excited. Again, look at that. Top one is Wet n Wild, the bottom one is Urban Decay. Look at that. Same pigmentation, same color, same finish. I am just blown away. Underground, Scratch, and Shag. I found a lot of similar colors in this, again, e.l.f. This is the new Prism eyeshadow palette in Naked, and this palette, you guys, is a must-have. Alright, I'm running out of room to swatch. Alright, so this bottom one is Shag, and the top one is from the e.l.f. Prism palette, which is this shade right here. It's the third one down. Third one down. So the top one is Underground, and the bottom one is the e.l.f. palette. Beautiful, same finish. These are amazing. You can apply these wet. These are $10 a piece. And of course, these Urban Decay palettes are way more expensive than these. And I think it's a great option if you want to save some money, and it's a good dupe. Alright, gotta wipe my hand off, gotta wipe my hand off. Alright, so the last one I have here is the Ammo palette. This has been around for a long time, but I think it's a really great palette. And I found some really great dupes from here. So this is what the palette looks like. Really wearable, great colors. I've been using this forever. I actually need to start using it more often. Alright, so this one right here was really hard to find. So I have one for, so here is Shattered. It's this beautiful frosty blue. And the dupe for that is this single mineral loose eyeshadow from e.l.f. in Dreamy. So the top one is e.l.f. and the bottom one is the Urban Decay in Shattered. Same finish, beautiful, shiny, metallic. Beautiful. I love that color. Polyester Bride, which is this really beautiful, like shimmery white color. It's so intense. And again, another one of the e.l.f. mineral eyeshadows in Angelic. So the top one is e.l.f. and the bottom one is Urban Decay. Same finish. They're both super, super, look at that. Look at how that reflects the light. But for the rest of the colors, I found spot-on dupes, and the one is from Wet n Wild, the Comfort Zone palette. This has been around forever. I just love it, and there are some amazing, amazing dupes in this palette. So, side by side, that's what you're looking at. Now, Sin has more of a pinky, sort of like a duochrome undertones. It's really interesting. It looks more pink when you swatch it. But it is a little bit similar to this nude. You could use it for that. It doesn't matter. It's pretty darn similar. So that's those two. And the one here in Chopper, which is this really pretty like golden shade. The second one down. So that is the Wet n Wild shadow, and that is the Chopper one. So beautiful. So similar to that beautiful shine. Look at that. So pretty. The next one here, I have Maui Wowie, which is my favorite color out of this palette. It's like this sort of taupey, silverish, I don't know, it's just gorgeous. You can tell there's a really big dent in this color, and it's right here at the top. The top one is Wet n Wild, the bottom one is Maui Wowie. Now the only difference is that Maui Wowie has a little bit of gold in there, but same sort of color, you can get the same sort of finish. Ah, beautiful. So the top one is the Urban Decay, and the bottom one is the Wet n Wild. Beautiful soft green color. And then last but not least, Smog, which is, I believe, in one of the Naked palettes. Beautiful, frosty, you know, all of these are really like shimmery and metallic looking. It's a beautiful brownish taupe. But this color right here, where it says crease, can you tell the difference? The top one is the Wet n Wild, and that is Smog. Exact dupe there. So, as you can tell from the swatches, this is a really great option. I'm sure a lot of you already own this palette, and hey, it's pretty nice knowing that there's some really great dupes in here for Urban Decay eyeshadows. I think it's such a great deal. These are only $5, and this is like 20, 30 something. Alright, I think that's everything. Alright guys, that's it. That completes my dupes video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I didn't bore you guys with this video, but this was so much fun. So I hope this video was helpful in case you guys want to find some alternatives and some higher end products that you can find at your drugstore or online that are a lot more affordable. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that. I'll leave all the links down below. I will see you all next time. Remember, smarter beauty is better beauty. Bye guys.